So the mobile navigation is based on a process design really, because we're taking the user through a step-by-step process. And the research is showing that they generally want to either book a flight or to check in, look up their trips, and there's the option here to do something else. In this scenario, we've got, we could have adverts here filling the screen and have the main 3 buttons locked onto the page at all times. But I don't think they really need to be there all of the time, to be honest. So I'm much preferring this sort of an idea and just keeping it quite simple. In this scenario, we've got like a Gmail style button, which would open up the menu, and this menu page would show all the other aspects of the app. That would also apply to this hamburger style menu. So that would open this, that would open this, and that would open this. So if they click on book a flight, for example, that would take them through to the adding the destinations. And at this point, I think it would be important to add in to standardize a back button and a forward button. Whether you say next or whether you have an arrow icon, that's yet to still be decided. So each page is just simply, step by step, you're moving forward into the adding your dates, adding your passengers, adding your flight type, into the giving you a summary. The buttons along the bottom, I think, is quite a good idea in some respects, that you can use your thumb much easier to reach those buttons. Whereas if I just skip back one page, if you have it at the top here, it's a little bit harder to reach, but it does have the advantage that it's a top to bottom flow. So each way has its own sort of pros and cons. So that would take you through to the passenger details, to adding in the much more detailed details, into adding your luggage, and then the seating. The seating is always a bit of a pain point with people. I think there it would be important to have some sort of navigation that they can skip that section, or else have like a button which says to choose the cheapest option. And that would take them forwards then into adding the extras, another pain point. From there, I think it would also be important to be able to skip that quite easily, but also have the buttons nice and clearly marked, because obviously the airlines make a lot of money out of this section. So then that would take them into adding the payment, nice and clear, top to bottom sort of flow, finally ending up on the thank you page, which would show them their booking reference, telling them to have a nice trip, so you're finishing it on a polite note. Also having the option to share the details with other people, because you might be booking with other people. And have the option there then to close the app, or else go back to the home button if there's something else that you want to do. So that's the sort of navigation.